Alright, well, this OP piece clearly fills this, right? And then, well, there's many places to place this J piece. This seems like the best, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is still good because there's that bull kind of shape in the middle of the stack, but the J dependency is not quite worth it, and this is better instead. You can do this. I'm not sure what's better. Okay. I was also considering this option, but it's just like too blocky. And maybe stack a bit knows that in like worst cases you can take burns here. So it's not like that's a horrible dependency to have. Well, here, should you take care of the dependency? With the O next, it doesn't seem like maybe you should. Stack Rabbit might like something like this better instead. Let's see. Okay. I see. The instant solution of that was worth it here. S and Z accommodations are fine, and the LPs can burn here nicely. Well, this is something. I think you don't want to make the whole, like, even more difficult to dig. So I think this is like best. Let's see. So why is that better? Well, there's the L accommodation at least. Yeah, and there's S and Z accommodation. I see. Well, I'm not sure what my defaults here would be, but with the T piece, you can, well, here the left side is like too flat. Here it leaves kind of awkward holes. If you place the S piece here, you get a really nice flat stack. So that's like pretty obvious in my mind. Wait, well, I think they should clearly go here. Then what do I do with the O piece? Well, I could make a dependency like this. Now, is it better than something like this? I think this is better. Yeah. Well, with the L piece here or here, there's not really any good place for the piece. You could create this setup. I don't think it's good. I think just creating the J dependency is better. Let's see. So Stacker will actually like that better. let's see, how many pieces can be tucked there? Well, the J piece can be tucked there, and the T piece. So there's 2 out of the 7 pieces that can actually solve that shape. And S and Z pieces can be thrown on top of that overhang to wait for the right pieces. My default placement would be this, but I think this is the best placement. So this is better instead. Let's see. Why is that better? The stack is more connected. Like here, if you get the S piece, it creates a not that good left side, but here the accommodation is much better. Like you'll be more fine here if you get an S piece. Well, you can create a tuck here. What else? You can do this, I guess, or this. I quite like this. It was not the best, so this was the best. It does kind of accommodate every piece. With mine, the O piece is not that greatly accommodated. Oh yeah, and the Z piece would create an I piece dependency. There's not a clear good spot for the S piece. Now, would this be acceptable stacking? Not really, since there's already a J dependency. So you might just wanna burn. Maybe, I don't know. Was it this? No. Was it this? No. Was it this? Is it? Okay, so you have S and Z accommodation here. I see, so it does create every kind of accommodation with those placements. I wouldn't see this. Well, there's not a clear other place for this J piece, as here it would create a long bar dependency. So it goes here, then this is probably out of the books because of the unaccommodation. Let's see. Okay. That makes sense. There's better accommodation for the S piece. So burning here wouldn't be good for efficiency. So I think you'd wanna, well, not create this spire, but then is this better or this? I think this should be better, yeah, because now there's a more accommodating 3-wedge shape there. You could do this, but that would be quite dependent on the J piece, and I piece would not create that nice of a stack. I think you could do that. you do this. So with this you are pretty dependent on the SPs, or a TPs could also like solve that, but it wouldn't create that nice of a right side. But here you could place an L piece, an O piece, or an S piece to get Tetris ready, so it like maximizes the chance to get Tetris ready with the next piece. If you get an O next, the left is quite bad, so I think you'd wanna create this stack instead. Here, I think Stack Rabbit would be fine with this. One bar placement. Now, is TPs better here or here? I don't really know. You have better O accommodation here. Let's see. I was gonna be right. I guess I answered just a bit too late there. That's unfortunate. Well, this is not good. There's not good S or Z accommodation. Is it this? No. 7, 8, 9. So is it like that? Okay, that makes sense. Here, I'd like to place the S piece to the left, but then the stack doesn't end up being that good. So I think you want to do something like this instead. Yeah. Now the burn wouldn't get you Tetris ready, so I don't really like it. Is a bit good here? No, not good for accommodation. Well, maybe still take the burn and then do this for accommodation. Okay. That's really weird. That's really weird. Like, I kinda get it. Like, if you just hope you won't get the Z piece, like here, you're fine here. With the Z piece, it might not be a horrible outcome, but still, I don't I don't think this is a good puzzle. Well, here, TBs here seems a really good default. Would it be better here? No, the parity would be really bad. Here, you can't fix the left side with the next piece. So place it here, and I think this is pretty clear. Now, you would place this Z piece here, here, or here. Not really anywhere else. Here, you would end up creating a J dependency. Here, there's two options. I see. I guess since you'd want an OBs to the right, creating that kind of shape that accommodates the OBs isn't that necessary. Usually I would place the S piece just like here. With the O piece, I'm not that sure. I might like this better. It just feels like a more stable board. I see. So what is wrong here? Well, with a Z piece you create an ugly dependency. Here the S and Z accommodations are like actually good. Like they wouldn't, if you get an S or a Z, they wouldn't create new dependencies. I would default here maybe, but in this case there's not a good place for the S piece, so I would do this and then this. And this would be like clearly worse, like the S and Z accommodation is not good there. Here it's a little bit better. Now I think you'd wanna create this kind of thing so you could get, I guess not, let's see, maybe if the stack was just a bit higher, StackRabbit would like creating that double well that you could burn in to get Tetris ready, but I think in this case StackRabbit doesn't like it because this row isn't filled, and also it would create another like kind of S spider shape. Well, do you want to take the burn here like this? Like, it seems pretty obvious you should take the burn. Like, you can't fix. You can't get a dirty Tetris out of this anyway. Now, I was considering a few placements here. With this, you don't have that good Z accommodation. It would make the stack pretty bad. Here, the left side is kind of dependent, so kind of through the process of elimination, I ended up getting the right answer. Can I avoid making a dependency here? Well, I could burn. The accommodation wouldn't be great there. I think this is better than this one. For this is more unlikely to get filled because the L piece is a rarer piece than the J piece, so it's not that good to make L dependencies. Well, I think it should clearly go there. Then where does this go? It's hard to say. I think here to keep double well open. Okay, StackRabbit liked this better. Now, why would this be good? I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know. That feels just unintuitive. Well, I don't think it's necessary to create the J dependency, because here it feels like you can avoid it. So if you do this, you can avoid it. And there's good S and Z accommodation, and like L and J pieces can fit here if you adjust them there. If you get like two, well, here Tetris readiness would be quite easy with this, and then you would accommodate every piece. So I think it's fine to place the long bar here. Yeah. Well, you could do this. But the O piece is kind of waiting for the O piece. I don't know if that's good. You could do this. I don't know if this is better. Yeah, I see. Even though it was a bad stack, one I decided on was even worse. Well, there's the talk. Is this better? Well, the stack is more connected. I don't know. I just felt like it might be better to not build the left so high, because you get Tetris ready more faster if you place the pieces as low as they can go. So here, the S piece, it could go here, but then you would create a J dependency with the J piece. So the S goes here. Then I was deciding between these two placements. Now there is L and J accommodation here, but it's not good. Like, it would create bad stacks. Instead, here you can place them flat. So this is better for that reason. And you also leave S and Z accommodation. Now, if this stack was higher, I would like this placement more, but as it is lower, it's probably worth it to do this to get more Tetris ready. And then I feel like StackRabbit would value the flat surface here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Because now you can get Tetris ready. Yeah, actually that makes so much sense. Here you can Tetris ready. You can get Tetris ready with an O piece, an S piece, or, well, technically J piece, but L piece is like actually good there also. I don't feel like that needs explaining. Well, the O piece could go here. But is there a good place for the long bar after that? Not really. I think StackRabbit might be fine with this, because kinda every piece is accommodated still. Yeah. You could create a double wall. I don't think it's like good here actually, because you have L and J, basically L and J dependency on the right. Yeah. Because here you would be kind of forced to burn or set up a delayed burn with J. Or I guess, yeah, there's just like not a good place for the J when here there is. Well, you could create a tuck, but is that actually good? Like The accommodation is not great. I don't know if there's anything you can like realistically do about it. Let's see. Stack probably like that more. That makes sense because if you get the Z piece, you can create this 4 wide surface area to tuck from. So like there's a lot of pieces can fit there, at least three pieces. Well, this gets you Tetris ready. You can't get Tetris ready with the J piece. The accommodations are here. They are fine. Here they're also pretty fine, but I still think Stack Pyramid would like this stack shape more. Well, I don't know what I would default here, but with the long bar, I feel like this is like clearly the best and flattest stack. Like here, there's not really a good place for the long bar. Here, you would kind of make an L dependency on the left side. So do that. Now, what would I do here? I can create this. Let's see. I don't think creating the long bar dependency is the move here. I mean, you could do this. Is that good? I don't know. Okay, so you can do this. I see, I did not consider this. So there is the S and Z accommodation actually there. I think that was what I considered here only. Okay, that makes so much sense. Now, I like this in isolation. With the eyepiece, I feel it would be worth it to do this instead, because this can accommodate a lot of pieces. And the left side isn't left dependent on the J piece or long bar. You can do this. Is this better? It could be better. Like, no, I think this is still better. Yeah, because with an L piece you can fill this in. With a J piece you can create this shape, which is really nice because there's a 3 wide flat area, and then you can build with a lot of pieces on that. So yeah, here OPs could go here, but it does create that wall, so I don't think it is good. So I'll do this instead, and then fill this left side area to make the stack more connected. There's this adjustment. I'm not sure if it is good here. Like you can create this stack shape instead, or this stack shape. And I feel they might be better. This might be the best. Let's go. I don't know how to explain it, but these kind of shapes, these just seem really ugly. Well, there's the tuck. Many pieces are accommodated on the left. Actually, with this there are better accommodations across the board. So I'll just go with this. Now I see this creates a double wall, but you can be more aggressive and set up this dependency instead. so you can more likely save burns there. That makes sense. Now you don't want to create this shape because there's already such bad like surfaces on the board. Now the SPs, it should go here, I think, because then there's better accommodation for the pieces. Now I feel like you just should do this. What other options are there? Well, you do this. This creates a really weird wall there. You could do that. Also, I see that's the second best option. Well, that creates this kind of difficult left side. This is like surprisingly good. It accommodates every piece. I'll just go with that. Okay. Sacred likes that more instead. Does it make sense? Well, here you're kind of dependent on the left side. Here, I guess they are safer dependencies. Well, you could do this. But with this, you accommodate the Z piece. Well, kind of also the S piece, the O piece here, without needing to. Let's see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Like L and J pieces fit here nicely, O piece to the left, and there's still this shape, but also you could burn a Z on the right side. I don't like any of those shapes, so for that reason I think Stack Rabbit is willing to do this placement, like even though it seems kind of risky. Is it the second best? It's not. Well, I was really wrong there then. Well, there's the S and Z accommodations and the L and J accommodations here. Every piece fits there nicely. Well, I would default to this, but then you don't have good accommodation for the Z piece. So you can do this tuck instead to have better accommodation. Nice. Well, there's this spin you can set up and do as an adjustment. Also, you could do this. I don't think it's worth it to do that. Like the right side is clearly easy to build up because it's 3 wide. Now you can do this. The accommodation isn't that good, but is here accommodation better? I don't think so. And because the right side is filled, I'm less inclined to like that stack. Still, for aggressive play, this might be the move. Yeah. Also, here with the Z piece, you're kind of forced to set up a delayed burn, which is not good. you can create this shape on the left side, which might be surprisingly not bad. And then you could get Tetris ready with many pieces. Yeah. Well, there's clearly a good spot for the OBs here. So let's put the OBs there. And then what to do with this piece? I think, I'm not sure about it, but I just feel like this is better. Now, is there good reasoning for it? Well, L's and Z's. Well, L pieces more so, they are not accommodated well here. If you do this, the left side accommodates them kind of well. You have S and Z accommodation too there. Now, do you want to tuck the T? I think you do wanna, because in the other cases, then you would end up creating the same dependency, which is not good. So place the T there and the L there. Well, you can do double burn. Is there anything else that would be that good? I would just take the burn there. Is maybe the next burn is necessary, so instead place the piece here. I see. Well, stacker reflects it more. But you could adjust there. It's not too high to adjust, so I was like horribly wrong because I considered the first option. Now, is this good? No. Get Tetris ready? No. I see. So the left side gets a much more accommodating shape, and also you're now only one piece away from being Tetris ready. I mean. So you would place a long bar here. You would kind of help with the dependencies, but not combined with this right side. So I think long bar should go here and then just there. Yeah. Okay. Can you do a long bar tuck? I think the daylight burn is too high there. Is this better than this? Maybe? Yeah. This stack shape is bad for the OPs. Here you have a good place for the OPs. Let's see. It's still, Stacker still likes that. I'm not sure why. No, really, what can I even do here? I see, I see. Oh, that's so good. That accurate piece is better and doesn't make you more dependent on the right side. Okay, so here I considered this, but I don't want to make the J dependency. I did consider this one, but the Z dependency may not worth it. So well, I just did that to keep the left side accommodating. Now okay, I see, that makes sense. So that T to the left, it keeps the stack safe, and the O there keeps the stack more accommodating. No, there's not a good place for this piece that accommodates the O piece. Let's go. Here, I consider this, but the S creates some dependency there. So I do that instead, and to keep the stack nicer, I do this instead of placing the S there. The O piece could go here, it could go here, but there's a dependency. Here's a really ugly shape, so place the O piece farther away, and now the T can flip it like this. But I think this is the best because there's S and Z accumulation. Now why is it better than this? Well, the S accumulation isn't like a true S accumulation here, as it creates a long bar dependency. Now the long bar here creates a sloping stack that is to the left side, and that is not desirable, but stackering might still like not find it horrible, because you can set up tucks. Now There's 2 pieces that can get your Tetris ready out of that. Let's go. Okay. So I was wondering, like, there's not any good place with a S piece on the stack, so you need to burn it. So flat it. Here I consider this burn first, but it creates such bad parity to the stack that I think this is better, and it accommodates pretty much every piece well. Now you can do this. There's 3 pieces that can fill the hole, but otherwise the stack is so unaccommodating that I don't think it's worth it. Here, S and Z accommodation is really good if you tuck the piece in. I see. So you keep the nice S and Z accommodation here. That's cool. Now I don't know where to place the O piece. I see. Sometimes it takes me so long to see the correct solution. Is this better than creating the dependency? I see. Okay. You can do these placements, but the accommodation for Z isn't that good. Instead, if you place O here, you get this bowl shape that's really good for S and Z accommodation. I first considered T here. There's not great adjustments I can do for the J piece. For example, this has 2 of these left slaving parts of the stack. Here I just did the default I saw first, and then felt like creating the dependency wouldn't be worth it, as here there's much more pieces that can fill the right side. You could do that. Is this better? I don't know. I see. Okay. You can take the burn. Are there good placements for this next piece otherwise? I don't know if I agree with that. I guess you could burn with Z next. How is that correct? Well, anyway, I'm kind of falling asleep, so I'll stop the session now. Yeah, thank you for watching